not quite there yet. So will we see a significant drop in prices, or where buyers have a strong negotiations? Not necessarily yet, but we're there. We're there where we're seeing buyers get more of a deal. Sellers are willing to make a deal. I know that with new construction, they're offering more incentives. They're offering more bonuses. They want to see more buyers through the properties. They're building them so fast because they were keeping up with the demand of the last 5 years that now they have more standing inventory. So the builder market's being affected. I think here in Santa Clarita, the price point between $1 million to $1.5 million has a lot of new construction competition. So those homes that are 10, 15, 20 years old are sitting on the market because a lot of buyers,
new construction.
Yeah, they're saying, why would I go buy this 20-year-old home when I can go buy something brand new at a similar tax rate, right? So I think that it's inevitable we're going to see the market soften, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's just where we probably should be for the next 3 to 5 years.
And to her point, we haven't really been in a buyer's market.
No.
I mean, I've been in real estate since 2010. We haven't been in a buyer's market. 2018 got close. We got to almost 1,000 listings. I've never seen 1,000 listings in Santa Clarita.
I haven't either.
It got to like 9 something, and that's when rates were 5.25, and we got to like 45 days on the market then. Well, so far in 2025, the average days on the market in Santa Clarita is over 50. So right now we have the longest average DOM we've had essentially since 2010. But again, to Sherry's point, if we're just in a buyer's market, that doesn't mean we're necessarily in a crash. Because we have been in such a inclining market this whole time that people are going to see a little bit of a downturn and start talking crash. That happened in 2018. There's a lot of prognosticators that were posting things in 2018 like, oh my God, the market's crashing. That happened in 2014 when things slowed down. But it doesn't mean it's crashing. It just means, you might see little bumps as it's still going up. I mean, think 2008, think of the crash, think what prices were, and look where they are now. Obviously, everything rebounded from then. But it just purely is a supply and demand issue. As long as there's buyers, how much inventory do you have to satisfy those buyers? Is it 1 to 4 months of inventory? Seller's market. 5 to 7 or 8 months? Buyer's market. If we start getting to 10, 12 months supply, now we can start talking the crash word.
Well, I remember in 2010, I had this buyer, and obviously 2010, there was a lot of inventory. It was a short sale market, foreclosure market. And I remember writing offers for this buyer on 3, 4, 5 different houses and getting outbid, multiple offers. And so when we went into this low inventory market, it felt normal because the buyers that liked a certain home with RV parking, with a pool, turnkey, they always had multiple offers.
The good stuff is still going to get action.
That never changed. So a slow market, a busy market, there is still the uphill battle of multiple offers. It never went away, not in 08, 09, 2010.
Yeah, anything that's turnkey is going to have multiple.
And sometimes
pricing
just
it right.
having that
especially
conversation.
if it's priced right.
Yeah, pricing it.
It's having that
right.
conversation with the seller. It's pricing it right, but maybe you need to do more things that a couple years ago you wouldn't have had to do to get the house ready for sale. And where's the buyer? Where's the buyer coming from? That's a big part of marketing right now.
Yeah, you're right.
A lot of Santa Claritians are not buying homes. If you're from here with these prices, these rates, and these payments, it's hard for a local Santa Claritian to wrap their brain around this particular house being $6,000 or $7,000 a month.
Sure.
But somebody from
the Valley,
Glendale, Burbank, Pasadena, that's who's moving out here, and they're getting more house for their dollar. They don't equate it the same way. They're going,
no, it's a bargain up
get.
here.
Yeah.
It's a bargain up here
Right.
for them because they're used to their prices.
So how are we selling homes? So taking the home and packaging that with social media ads and putting it in front of buyers in these areas is a big part of marketing and selling a home now,